My wife is sick of living in New York. She's from Texas. She grew up in the deep woods. And she gets sick of city living. And I can't leave New York City because I have a thriving comedy career. So we compromised. About 7 years ago, we took all of our savings and we bought ourselves a little cabin in upstate New York, a little Unabomber shack that we go to. We want to get off the grid. It's nice. It's way out in the deep woods. My wife loves it because it reminds her of her childhood. I grew up in the suburbs. I moved to New York when I was a teenager. So to me, the deep woods has always meant one thing and only one thing: murder. Trees equal murder, right? I like my trees in an organized, orderly fashion. I like to be like tree, 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 every 20 yards down the avenue, right? I'm trying to become woodsy now. I own a chainsaw. I don't know how to use it, but I do physically own a chainsaw. Did you guys know that you can just go buy a chainsaw? That doesn't seem crazy to anybody. You don't have to show a therapist note or anything. You just walk into Target and 10 minutes later you own a brutal torture device. I didn't even know you could cut trees. I thought it was designed to rip through human flesh, but apparently it works on branches, which is nice. My friends who are city people, they won't visit because they're scared like I used to be. They're always like, well, wait, so what do you guys even do when you go to the woods? I say, well, we have a fire pit. We look at the stars. It's really nice. My friend's like, dude, that is the first scene in every horror movie right there. That's how they start. There's the couple, and they're in the woods, and they're in love, and then the murderer shows up. And I say, first of all, we're not that in love. Let's bring it down. It's been 12 years. Let's be realistic. More importantly, I am not scared because I am 45 years of age. My wife is 47. We are way too old to be murdered in a horror movie. Neither of us is young enough or sexy enough at this point to be targeted by a psychopath. We've been aged out of danger. Like, do me a favor, raise your hand if you're a woman under the age of 28. Women under 28. Okay, dead, 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 dead. These are the hands of dead women. You are not allowed to go to the woods. You will die. You'll be in your bra and panties like, Kevin. You'll be dead. I don't want that to happen to you. The only thing you might have in your favor is if you are brunette. Sometimes brunettes will survive. Blondes always die. Blonde women and black dudes cannot survive in the woods. Especially not together. They'll be murdered by a black woman. That's how that goes. I don't make the rules. Me, 45-year-old white dude, totally safe. You will never see a horror movie about a dude who kills people in their 40s. It'd be the most depressing movie of all time. Just some guy with a bloody axe creeping through the woods, and he comes to a cabin, and he peers into the window, and there he sees my wife and I arguing over the Netflix queue. We were on The Crown season 2, not season 3, asshole. You promised we would watch that together. It's so inconsiderate. This is why we don't have sex anymore. And the murderer would be like, oh, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You seem like you're already torturing each other, so I'm gonna hit up those frat boys down the road.